This video, I'm going to show you exactly how our Review Me Now program will work for your business. But I want to ask you one question. When you are done doing business with one of your customers, whether it's in your store or at their place of business or at their home, what is it that you want them to do when they're done doing business with you? If you're like 98% of the businesses that I talk to, it's that you want them to refer you. You want them to go back out there and tell their friends and family, people that they might know, what a great service that you provided, or a great product, or how friendly your staff was, or how you went that extra mile for them. I mean, businesses are built on referrals, and that's no different back in the day, and it's no different today. And that will never continue to change. However, how the referral process happens has changed drastically from a few years ago. And what I mean by that is, a few years ago, people will go out and refer you, and they would just hand out your business card or give your name and number or tell you to stop in. And nowadays, what happens is that even though when people refer you, people are Googling you. And just organic, people are seeing your business on Google. And the reality is that when people go and refer your business person to person, they may tell 6, 10, 12, 15 people in a year. When in fact your Google business page is being seen hundreds to thousands of times every single month directly on Google. So what we do is we help businesses easily get 5-star Google reviews for their business. Not just on Google, but on many review platforms. But I'm going to talk about Google as it's the most important. What this does is now when those hundreds to thousands of people are seeing your business on Google, they're seeing what others are saying about your business. They're seeing your 5-star reputation. They're seeing what your reviews say. This becomes now your referral engine, your Google My Business page. And what I mean by that, I'll show you an example is, here is a Google My Business page for a client of ours, L Furniture, in Kelowna. Now, our business is based in Kelowna, BC. We're in the Okanagan, Kelowna, Penticton, Vernon. So in Kelowna, for example, our demographic is 200,000 people in Kelowna and the surrounding area. Vernon, BC's got 65,000 people, and Penticton has 45,000 is the demographic. So we're in a much smaller demographic than what you probably are if you're watching this video. You're probably in Edmonton, Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, Ontario, Saskatchewan. You have, depending on what city you're in, you're going to have bigger numbers or bigger demographics, or you're going to be in an area like ourselves. So these numbers will be relevant to what your business is. You can see here that Liquidation Furniture and More, L Furniture, in 1 month has been seen 2,980 times in the last 30 days on Google. This is a very average number for most businesses that are out there. So what the difference is the direct searches, which is the green. So 613 of those 3,000 searches were people who searched directly for L Furniture and More on Google. So they knew that they were looking for them. The other searches, which is 80% of the searches, the 2,367, were customers who saw them through a listing search for category, product, or service. So what this means is, on these 2,300 searches, not only did they see L Furniture, but they also saw other businesses, other furniture stores that Google were were showcasing to the search as well, to the user who was searching. And so this is the importance for L Furniture of having consistent 5-star reviews, is they understand that most of their searches they're also being shown with their competitors as well. So they need to stick out. And the way to stick out is through Google reviews, through what people are saying about your business and how it impacts your business. So for example, the reason why people use reviewmenow.com is, number one, securing referrals. So make sure your word of mouth and referral customers call you when they see your Google name. You want to make sure that when people are Googling you, that you show them a great reputation, and they want to see what others are saying about your business. This falls into the next point of securing your advertising spend. So just think about this. I mean, I'm a marketing company. I help people in marketing every day. But I see a lot of businesses, I've met with a lot of businesses where they have spent a lot of money out there on billboards, newspaper, phone books, radio, magazines. There's so much different ways to market your business out there. Yet they've got a little to no, or they have negative online reviews. You know, they have a star rating of 3.0, or they have no reviews and no star rating whatsoever. And this has a very big impact on your business. And when you have little to no or negative reviews, people are going to search for other businesses just like yours that have a better reputation online. So your marketing, in a sense, has sent them to your business, but now your online reputation is not good enough for them. And now your marketing is sending them to another business. So you want to make sure when you're doing spending, have an advertising spend out there, and people are going to search for you on Google, that you make them stay with you and you make them get to your website or contact you directly. And this is what online reviews can do, positive online reviews. Securing and improving your Google ranking. Google states that the review count and the score factor factor into local search ranking. So reviews has a big impact on how Google ranks your business. There are surveys done by a company called Bright Local for the last 7 years now, 6 years, 2010 to 2016. They ask about 2,900 people different questions on how they look at online reviews for businesses. And I'm just going to go through the top 6, and then I'll show you how our program works. Number 1 is, do you read online reviews to determine whether a local businesses are good or bad? 92% of consumers regularly or occasionally read online reviews. And I want to show you something very significant here. In 2010, 22% of people said that they regularly read online reviews. In 2015, so 5 years later, that went up to 33%. So an 11% jump in 5 years. But from 2015 to 2016, that went up from 33 to 50%, a 17% increase in just that year. And the reason that's significant, because it shows you how differently people are looking at reviews now compared to just, now 6, 7 years ago. This in 2010 is where I talk about where people are out there, you're relying on people to go talk to people one-on-one, friends and family. Nowadays, that still is great, but it is less effective as it is as getting consistent online reviews, because this is what people are looking at nowadays. For a local business, how recent does an online review need to be to impact your decision? 73% of consumers think that the reviews older than 2 or 3 months are actually not relevant anymore. And that's simply because there's so many factors in changes in business. They go through staff, the business owner change. There's so many different factors that relate to that. And, I've used businesses before where I've gone to them, I've had a great experience. Then I go back maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months later even, and the dynamic of that business has changed, and I didn't get the same type of service, or it's different staff, having consistent reviews online, it shows people that you're consistently doing a good job, that your staff consistently are there for them, or you're going above and beyond on a consistent basis, and that's what people want to see. When judging a local business on its reviews, which of the factors do you pay most attention to? 58% of people pay most attention to the overall star rating. They then look at what your reviews say, how old your reviews are, how many reviews you have, and things like if the business owner has responded to the reviews. It takes 1 negative review to bring your star rating down, and it takes 10 positive reviews to bring it back up to where it was. The great thing that you're going to see with our program is not only do we make it easy for you and your customer to leave a 5-star review, but we can intercept negative reviews, giving you the opportunity to reach out to that customer and rectify the situation before any type of negative review goes online. And in fact, most cases, our clients then turn that negative feedback into a positive 5-star review once they deal with it. And you're going to see how that works. How do online customer reviews affect your opinion of a local business? 74% of consumers say that positive reviews make them trust a local business more. And 60% say that negative reviews make them not want to use a business. So you can see the importance and the impact that a positive compared to a negative review will have on a consumer's opinion about your business. The 2 big ones for me. People are asked, do you trust online customer reviews as much as a personal recommendation? And 84% of people trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation. This is a massive statistic for any business that's out there. Just think of the impact of getting consistent positive reviews. 84% of people are trusting those. Now think of the other impact of not having any reviews, or having negative reviews, or not getting consistent reviews, 84% of people are also looking and seeing that you're not supplying the information that they're looking for, and that means they're moving on to another business on Google who is being your competitor. When you read a positive review for a business, what is the typical next step that you take? 54% of people will actually click to your website when they're satisfied with your reviews. This is also another massive statistic because when somebody clicks to your website through Google, they're going away from the competition. They're now reading the information on your site, and the chances of them contacting your business, phoning you, stopping in, whatever the case might be, they increase dramatically. And that's the whole point behind your website and your Google business page, is to get people to come to you, get people to engage with you so that you can then turn them into clients. So as you can see, the positive impact that reviews have on your business, most business owners have a issue though. And the businesses that we talk to, they've always said to me, Brad, how do I get reviews? I ask people directly to their face all the time, can you leave me a Google review? Can you leave me a review on Facebook? And you might be doing the same thing right now. And sometimes it works, and a lot of times it doesn't. And it's not because they don't want to leave you a review. And one thing that to keep in mind is when you leave somebody's house or place of business, if you're a service-based business, or somebody leaves your store or your place of business, and you've asked them to do a review, it's not that they don't want to do a review, but it just means that when they leave or when you leave and your business is done, life happens for them and they're busy. So they just forget about it. And that's it. So you've asked them once and they forget about it and life moves on. And so the other part of it is business owners, they didn't know how to ask for reviews or they felt it to be awkward. And so with our review program, we solve these problems. The other side of it is for the consumer side of part is when we went out and asked people, do you read reviews? And they answered yes. We then asked them, are you leaving reviews for people? And it was pretty amazing to find out that only about 30% of people actually knew how to go and do a Google review. And I felt that alarming. And so there's three different issues there of asking people and they're not doing it, not knowing how to ask people, and then on the consumer side of they don't know how to do a review. With our Review Me Now program, we solve all three of these issues in one program, in one simple step. It's one click for you, it's one click for the consumer. And I'm going to show you how this works, okay?